everyone. Welcome to the You Are Forgiven meditation. Take a moment to settle into a cozy place. You can sit or lie down, close your eyes, and come to your breath. Take a deep breath in, inhale as deeply as possible, and let it out. Let's try that again. Take a breath for a count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Hold it for a moment. Now release for a count of 3. 1, 2, 3. You can allow your breath to find a natural rhythm and settle in. As we set our intention, today we're going to take hold of the truth, and we mean really take hold of the truth, that you are forgiven. Let's focus on David's words in Psalm 32. What bliss belongs to the one whose rebellion has been forgiven, those whose sins are covered by blood. What bliss belongs to those who have confessed their corruption to God, for he wipes their slates clean and removes hypocrisy from their hearts. Before I confessed my sins, I kept it all inside. My dishonesty devastated my inner life, causing my life to be filled with frustration, irrepressible anguish, and misery. The pain never let up, for your hand of conviction was heavy on my heart. My strength was sapped, my inner life dried up, like a spiritual drought within my soul. David places a break here, a Selah moment, to pause in the presence of the Lord. So let's do that now. Call to mind all the many moments in your heart that are causing you frustration, anguish, and misery. The things you feel convicted about, the things weighing down your heart, the things drying up your soul. Imagine your soul twisted in anguish, shaped with fear, guilt, and shame. There are things that you've said, done, and thought that you haven't yet given fully to God. Imagine those things on your list. Maybe the list feels long and overwhelming, a never-ending scroll. Now imagine somehow rolling it up so that it's manageable in your hand. Imagine it could all be contained there in your grasp. And hold it there as we read the next section. Then I finally admitted to you all my sins, refusing to hide them any longer. I said, my life-giving God, I will openly acknowledge my evil actions, and you forgave me. All at once the guilt of my sin washed away, and all my pain disappeared. Again, David gives us a break. We need this moment in God's presence. We need this space right now. Take the scroll, the list of things weighing you down, and hand them over to God. David said he desired to hide them no longer. He knew that God is life-giving, and once he handed it all over, his misery and pain disappeared. His guilt was washed away. Maybe you've done this before, handed your mistakes over to the Lord, but in a day or two or a month later, here you are, holding them again. Maybe it was just 5 minutes later, and the guilt was heavy in your hands again. Make a decision in your heart that right now you are laying it all at the Lord's feet, once and for all. Take a breath, and by faith, Hand over all to your life-giving God. Imagine yourself, or even right there where you are, lift up your hands to the Lord and give it all to Him. Don't take it back. Don't pick it back up again when the guilt and shame try to return. Just surrender it all to the Lord. This is a moment of release. David continues, "This is what I've learned through it all. All believers should confess their sins to God. Do it every time God has uncovered you in the time of exposing. For if you do this, when sudden storms of life overwhelm, you'll be kept safe. Lord, you are my secret hiding place, protecting me from these troubles, surrounding me with songs of gladness. Your joyous shouts of rescue release my breakthrough." David gives us another place to breathe, another space to linger. He wants you to know there's protection in an intimate relationship with God. There's freedom when you give all you have, even your guilt and shame, over to Him. He also wants you to know God rejoices over you. God sings over you with songs of gladness. It's not David shouting in that verse, it's the Lord. The Lord's shouts release your breakthrough. What a marvelous wonder to contemplate. Where all that heaviness in your heart used to be, take in the fullness of God's abundant love for you. It's a love that makes Him sing and shout. You're someone He loves. Finally, David writes, "I hear the Lord saying, I will stay close to you, instructing and guiding you along the pathway for your life. I will advise you along the way and lead you forth with my eyes as your guide. So don't make it difficult. Don't be stubborn when I take you where you've not been before. Don't make me tug you and pull you along. Just come with me." So my conclusion is this: many are the sorrows and frustrations of those who don't come clean with God. But when you trust in the Lord for forgiveness, His wraparound love will surround you. So celebrate the goodness of God. He shows this kindness to everyone who is His. Go ahead, shout for joy, all you upright ones who want to please Him. Let's take a deep breath in and rest in the incredible favor of the Lord. David heard the Lord saying, "The Lord will stay close to you. He'll lead you and guide you. When God takes you down a new path, don't be stubborn. Just go along. Decide to be excited when God takes you new places, not hesitant or frightened. He is good. His plans for you are good. You will make more mistakes. You will say the wrong thing, think the wrong thing, even do the wrong thing at some point. You must trust the Lord, even in your weakness, even in your failings. If you trust the Lord to forgive you, His wraparound, eternal love will surround you. You can be full of joy because you are already forgiven.